woke up in the morning feeling fresh to death. I'm so blessed. Yes, yes. I went to sleep stressed, woke up refreshed. I'm so blessed. Yeah, yes. Water in my...
Peace and blessings, power people. This is Tama Aziza Serwa. I am the pioneer of the womb sauna, and I have a very important conversation I want to have with you today. I woke up this morning just feeling super blessed, feeling so grounded. And there's moments in my life where, yes, my humanity kicks in and I perceive lack, I perceive struggle, I perceive obstacles, but then something always immediately activates in me that reminds me of who I am. And when I stand in that place with myself, with the Most High, there are no limitations, there are no obstacles. And all of a sudden I see whatever I'm facing in that moment completely differently. I see it from God's eyes. And so in reflecting in that, it made me want to share some of my thoughts with you through the World Wide Web, this beautiful instrument that we have to just share information at the click of a finger. So take a deep breath and hear me. Really hear me. You cannot heal without knowing who you are. There's been people who invest a lot of time in studying things outside of their own power and the knowledge of themselves. You get degrees and human anatomy and the sciences. Not that that's a bad thing to do or a good thing to do. I don't live in that paradigm of good or bad, so that's not what this conversation is framed in. But let's take a look at something. You invest money in doctors and experts in other areas that pertain to health and wellness, and you drop money easily. But guess what? Unless you really, truly know who you are, when you rely so heavily on things outside of yourself to tell you what's going on within you, when you invest so much time and energy and resources in everybody else's expertise, everybody else's ashe, it's a form of self-neglect. Because could it be that the imbalance came from a lack of knowledge of who you really are? I dare say that every person that has some form of disease could use some more self-knowledge, self-love, and self-acceptance at some level. Doesn't mean that you necessarily hate yourself, have low self-esteem. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about really knowing who you are and then being that. When you live in that vibration, when you live at that level of consciousness, something activates in you that no matter what presents itself in your body, in your mind, in your spirit, in your environment, in your finances, in your marriage, in your vehicle, no matter what presents itself to you, when you really know who you are, you activate the God self and you begin to reign in your life as the powerful creator of your life. It's an interesting dance that we do here on this planet called Earth, what I call a global classroom. We all come here to learn and master things, but we all come from the same foundation that I think Spirit's will is for all of us, which is to really know who we are and be that. And that is the way that you can truly create an impact in the world. And so all the other things that come, all the information, all the tools, resources, the doctors, the healers, light workers that then come on your path are icing on the cake. Hopefully it's a vegan cake. No, all jokes aside, it's icing on the cake because now you're standing at a higher vibration. So even the people that you would attract are at a higher vibration. So, people sometimes get frustrated about traditional medicine, and Granted, there are things that can be improved in our modern traditional medicine, but same thing with holistic medicine and the practitioners that exist. There are things that we can improve as well. At the end of the day, it all begins and ends with you. You came into this world through your mother's womb with this body. The body you have is your assignment. You are the steward of your body. Now, whether or not you are the kind of steward of your body that is bringing healing and good health, it's completely up to you. But it all begins and ends with you. So anyway, when you raise your own vibration, you begin to attract people at a different vibration. When I began to learn about holistic medicine, and I would still go to traditional doctors for diagnostic work, I began to notice that I was encountering a different kind of doctor. I began to experience doctors who were open to an integrative approach to healthcare, who actually incorporated some holistic remedies in their own lives. Because intention is the majority of the work. So if you really want to change your experience and shift some things, you have to return to self. You have to really take a look at how you view yourself, how you treat yourself. And if you want to measure how much you really love yourself, or if you really love yourself at all, just look at your self-care regimen. Are you good to yourself? Or do you neglect yourself? Do you put everyone's desires, everyone's perceptions before your own? Are you people-pleasing? Are you living so fear-based that you're creating procrastination and stagnation, but then grieving over the lack of manifestation of what you want in your life? So I wanted to share this with you, and I wanted to encourage each of you to use a powerful mechanism to shift some things. If you hear this message and you realize that, you know what, it's time for me to spend some quality time with myself and the Most High and really get clear about who I am and what I want to be in the world. Because sometimes it's not even about what you need to do next. Some of us are too action-oriented in that regard, always looking for something to do, busybodies. What would happen if you could just wake up and be who you are? How would your life be? You would have a different feeling of weight. The burdens, the responsibilities would dissipate because you'd realize that when you show up in the world as you are, that the world is blessed and you are blessed. I know it sounds so simple. Sometimes it sounds too simple, but it really is that simple. And sometimes the most simple things are the most profound. So just be. Just be. Just be. And something you can do to support this process, the intention of, you know what, I just want to know who I am and be that every day. What can support that is actually prayer. Prayer. Yes. Using your words, using your heart, using your ashe, your energy to create and invite divine, cosmic, spiritual participation in your journey. You can do that for yourself. You can do that for your children. You can do that for your loved ones. You can do that for your medical team. If you are in a hospital, if you're going back and forth between the doctors and you're trying to create a solution for whatever's going on within your body, you better pray for that team that is participating in your healing journey. Better pray for them practitioners that you're giving your money to. Send that loving vibration and ask Spirit to give wisdom. Ask the earth to provide what you need and show you where you can get it. You know, these are simple things. These are old school things. My grandmamas and my aunts and my uncles and, you know, I had a praying grandmother. You know, all of that. That's old school, right? I'm from the South, so we always bust out in song in the middle of talking. So anyway, thank you for your listening ear today. I hope that this message brings you inspiration. I hope it activates something in you that makes you shift your consciousness about this process called healing, and that you take more ownership over your body, your mind, your spirit, and that you, even if you have fear, make a decision that you're going to move forward that you're going to access the power that God has given you to heal yourself. All right, so I send love to you. I send good vibrations. I send light. I send peace. I send money. If you need some money, go ahead and open your hands and say, I receive that too. Take another deep breath and continue with your day. For those of you who may not be connected to the womb sauna and all the positivity that we're putting out in the world, feel free to join our email list at thewombsauna.com. Much love and peace.